man. Listen. What it is, y'all. What it is. Today on the docket, we got YNW Melly update. I know you guys got my moments to do get that stuff in my eyes. I know you guys been waiting on the YNW Melly update from me for a while. So we finna give it to you. Also we got more details on the big Juke murder. We're gonna talk a little bit about Yo Gotti, of course. And you know, when we talk about big Juke, Yo Gotti, we got to talk about Young Dolph, Long Live Flipper, paper route business. And we also gonna talk about my crush, y'all. Listen, dog, let me tell y'all something. I've been trying to hold it in. And if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know you should have an idea of who my crush is. But I'm just finna come out the closet tonight, y'all. I'm coming out the closet. I'm putting my bid in. I'm throwing my ring in the hat, my hat in the ring. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting my violin. I'm be outside our window serenading her. You know what I'm saying? And for all of y'all who don't know who my crush is, Fani Willis. Woo! Fani. If you don't know who Fani Willis is the DA of Fulton County, the lady that is prosecuting Young Thug, and she brought them charges against Donald Trump. But I don't give a damn about all that. I will forgive all her sins if I can get her laying on this bed right here like a panther. Meow. Funny. I'm gonna put my bid in tonight, but we gonna talk about it, dog. They done subpoenaed my boo. You know what I'm saying? She kind of caught up in this kind of like a love triangle type deal thing. Fani has alleged to been messing with a special prosecutor that was under her. And they saying that her relationship with him was improper. But I don't care about that. To me, that just means that I got a shot now because he hot. She got to get rid of him. So who she gonna do? Who you gonna run to when you feel that best place? Who you gonna run to when you need love? Fani, run to me, baby. Who can you run to? Run to me, Fani. You gonna run to me, baby. I got you, Fani. I got you. I'm gonna do this shit all over the internet till I get Fani on my team, boy. For real. I ain't in the streets no more, Fani. So you ain't gotta worry about that. That's my past. I'm rehabilitated now. I'm a blogger now. I'm a YouTuber now. I'm somebody that you can brag on, baby. You know what I'm talking about? For real. Your kids are like me because I'm kind of a little popular. Oh, mama, he's a blogger. This and that. And we can make some more. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got to never worry about going to jail no more because you got me. You got me, boo. For real. I got you, Fani. For real. Listen, Fani, I'm from Florida. For real. You know what that mean, don't you? We real nasty. You remember that Trick Daddy song? I eat your coochie with your legs up your crack, down your back, then I blow all in your butt. That's for you, Fani. That's only for you. This mouth only for you, Fani. I got you, girl. I got you. But we gonna get into it, though. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Shout out to the new subscribers, man. We probably got like 50, 60 new subscribers since last night. And you know what happened, man. Shout out to King AK47, man. He allowed me on his platform. We had a great time on his platform. Shout out to you, people who are spamming his chat. Who that was spamming this chat? I got to give my boy a shout out. Y'all bear with me real quick. I told my boy I finna give him a shout out. And I got to give him a shout out because they was all in that chat screaming, Marita, do it, Marita. Straight up. I rocks with him. So I promised Brahma to give him a shout out. And I keep my word. I seen him today also over in DJ Academic chat too. So yeah, I'm finna give bro a shout out though. Straight up. I'm finna look his name up. Straight up, give me a minute. I got to give him a shout out. I ain't even finna continue this live without giving him a shout out. I'm gonna keep my word. All right. What right? Shout out to Let Mackie Teach You. Let Mackie teach you. Bro was in that thing campaigning for your boy. For real, for real. Spamming that bit with spamming at chat with my name and everything. So I appreciate it for that. And I appreciate all of you who've been supporting the channel, who've been subscribed to the channel, who've been joining the membership like I asked you guys to. That's the way to support the channel. Hit that like button, man. Please hit that like button on your way in. Listen, that's a free way to support the channel. I ain't gonna lie to you. Any way you support the channel, I'm gonna be thankful and appreciative. You know what I'm saying? But at the very least, do me a favor. Just hit the like button, bro. Know what I'm saying? Bro, let me tell you something, bro. This YouTube thing, I love to do it. Don't get it twisted, but it's a full-time job. Bro, I've been here all day editing videos. All day. I'm talking about since like 10 o'clock. What is it? 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time where I'm at. All day. Now I'm finna go live. So I know y'all rock with me. I know y'all you know, mess with the content and stuff like that. So please hit that like button. Hit that like button on the way in. Do me a favor and hit that like button on the way in. Let me get to this content real quick. Shout out to Boredom and Clicks. Shout out Nephew for Real. Shout out to Flyboy Michael Foes. Shout out to the Chicks 1000, aka the Chick 1K. Shout out to TN Bowens. Shout out to Ashley. Shout out to Music 101. Shout out to Mickey Truth, the Queen of Paperwork. Shout out to Audio Crack 22. Who else? Who else? Shout out to Deputy Eula. Where my boo at? Where my boo Deputy Eula at? For real, for real. Straight up. Where am I going real quick? Okay, I know where I'm going. I gotta pull something up real quick here, guys. Bear with your boy. I'm fucked up by Fani Willis though, y'all. I ain't even tell y'all no lie. I don't give a damn what nobody say. That's bae. That's bae. Fani Willis, that's bae. For real, for real. For real, for real. All right. I got where I'm at. I got where I'm at. But yeah, we had a great time over there last night on King AK47 platform on his channel. We discussed, of course, the Big Juke murder, different scenarios, different opinions, different theories, different angles of the Big Juke murder. It was real interesting, real informative. Go over there and check it out on his live, his last live. Is it his last live? Yes, his last live that he did last night. Also, congratulations to King AK47 for reaching the 200,000 subscriber mark. He reached it last night on that live last night, the one that I had to be a privilege of being a part of. I'm sure he's happy about that. That's a great milestone. You know what I mean? It's hard to get subscribers on YouTube. Trust me. You have to have a host of things in order to get people to hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? And for somebody that's in the same arena as him and trying to attain that level of success as well, I tip my hat to him and any of the YouTubers who have achieved that mark or are just about to achieve that mark. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not easy. I don't care what nobody say. It is not easy, especially for somebody who didn't have an internet presence before. It's kind of a little bit easier for somebody who was a celebrity or lightweight celebrity or who had a large following before YouTube on other platforms. But if you just start from the bottom, straight from the ground up, on YouTube or whatever social media platform, you're trying to get 100,000 subscribers, it is hard, bro. Trust me. Especially if you do it the right way and you're not cheating, you're not buying subscribers or buying bots or something like that. If you do it all organic. And I'm gonna tell you something for you YouTubers that's out there buying bots and all that. When you hit them 100,000 subscribers and you try to get that plaque, YouTube is going to find out that them is bots, so you won't be able to get it. You know, and it is people out there doing it, but shout out to the people that's doing it right, because that's the way I want to do it, and that's the way I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn if it take me 20 years. I want all my shit to be organic. I want all my subscribers to be real people, and I want to grind. You know what I mean? I want to enjoy the journey. I want to grind to get there. That way it'll be just that much more fulfilling when I achieve that goal. You hear what I say? I say when I achieve that goal. That's speaking it to existence. And I want you to speak everything that you want in your life into existence, because it's mind over matter. Trust me. You looking at somebody who is a former drug dealer, former rapper, former construction foreman, former scammer. You feel what I'm saying? You can be anything you want to be as long as you ain't trying to be some athletic and you're built like a Oompa Loompa. You feel what I'm saying? Or you're trying to be a basketball player and you're built like a Easter egg. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, for the most part, you can be anything you want to be if you put your mind to it. You know what I'm saying? And never stop reinventing yourself until you reinvent yourself into your best version of yourself until you become successful. You see what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say. They can paint you as this, they can paint you as that. No, don't let them put you in a box. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them put you in a box. You know what I'm saying? You be what you want to be. You couldn't have told me 10 years ago I'd be on here blogging. You couldn't have told me. It was farthest first thing from my mind. But I'm going to tell you what I did do. I always had the gift of gab. I always had the gift of gab. You feel what I'm saying? So just what I want you to do. I want you to find out what you're good at, and I want you to monetize it. Everybody good at something. Anything. You might not be blogging, whatever it is, but find out what you're good at and monetize it. That's what I want you guys to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't never let nobody tell you can't do nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody can be successful. It's just whatever you choose to be successful in, let it be something that you're good at and something that you love to do. I love to do this. I ain't getting paid no hell of a money doing this. I do it because I love to. Success gonna come later. The money gonna come later. I've been doing this for free for the last 3 months. I was demonetized. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, always have something that you got in your bag as entrepreneurship. Yeah, you can work your 9 to 5, but you ain't gonna get rich working for nobody. But you need capital. I understand that. So work your 9 to 5. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Work your 9 to 5. Stack your money. Maintain. Maintaining is winning. Don't let nobody fool you. Maintaining is winning. But stack it up and always keep your eye on something that you want to do that you can become your own boss. Shout out Music 101. Shout out Music 101. Yeah, like, share this live, man. Appreciate y'all. Please share this live. But if you also didn't get a chance to catch AK live with me on that last night, and if you don't want to go watch AK whole live, I'm gonna be clipping up clips of the live the parts that I was on, and I'll be posting them on this channel too. And salute to the new subscribers, man. Salute to the new subscribers, man. Jump in the chat if you're a new subscriber. Let us know that you're a new subscriber so that we can show y'all some love, show y'all how we rock over here. You know what I'm saying? Be a part of the squiddy. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I'm trying to figure out what topic I'm gonna get into first, man. Listen, I don't know if I want to get into Melly first, because I know this my channel was built on Melly, and I know y'all really come here for the Melly content. And I do have an update for you guys. I don't know if I want to wait till some more people get in here in the chat, because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. If we get to the Melly situation now, it's gonna be people that jump here later on, and they're gonna be wanting to go over the whole thing again. Do I want to talk about Big Juke right now? I don't know. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna talk about my boo. I'm gonna talk about Fani. Right? Listen, let me tell y'all something. I don't care if y'all don't understand. I'm fucked up by Fani. I'm fucked up by Fani Willis, y'all. Real talk. The DA from Fulton County, the lady that's trying to get Thug 100 years, I'm fucked up by Fani. And I'm telling you this shit. I bet you I'm not the only street dude that is too. As soon as we found out Fani was getting that Cool Pappy away to what the dude name Nut, rest in heaven, the Nut. When we found out Fani like the street niggas, we've been on our ass ever since. I know I have. Who? My boy Music 101, he in love with Lunel, the comedian. But Marita boy, he in love with Fani Willis, baby. Rock me tonight for old time's sake. Fani! God damn it. I'm gonna put on my girl Fani. My girl in some trouble now, God damn it, though. Woo, listen, Fani. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, Fani. I can't help you out of this goddamn trouble you in, baby. But if you get out of it, I'll be outside them prison walls waiting on you to jump across that gate, goddamn it, in that goddamn box Chevy. I'll be in the back of that goddamn box. I'll be on the other side of that gate waiting on you to jump that gate in that box Chevy ready to haul ass with you to Tijuana, baby. You know what I'm talking about? For real. I'm fucked up by Fani. What do y'all think I'm bullshitting? I'm laughing and joking, but I'm really fucked up by Fani. For real. Bro, listen, I just came out and said this shit, dog. Ain't no shame in my motherfucking game. Listen, I'm so fucked up by Fani. None of y'all gotta like her at all. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I don't want none of y'all to like her, period. Fani, listen. I'm so fucked up by Funny. If I ever did get the pussy, I'll tell everybody it was bad. I promise you. Hey, bro, what's up? Hey, bro, that shit ain't about nothing, dog. Don't look at my bitch. No. Fani Willis, so fucked up by, nigga, I'm so fucked up by Fani Willis. If any of my dogs, if I ever got her, any of my dogs ask me what the pussy was like, I lie on her. I tell her she got the worst box God ever made to keep it all to myself. I'm fucked up by Funny. But listen, we gonna go into the content. Shout out to 985J, man. Hey, look, we gonna get into the content, man. Funny ass in some trouble, though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna rock with her, though, nigga. I'm gonna send Funny letters. If she go to jail, I'm sending Funny letters. Nigga, I promise you, I'm trying to get on her visiting list. You know what I'm talking about? I'm one of the men. You ever seen the women that marry men when they got life? Nigga, I be one of them niggas that marry Funny when she got life, bitch. I be going to the prison. You know what I'm talking about? For the rest of my life, bitch. This bitch ain't never getting out. Bitch, I be still right there. I'm fucked up by Funny, dog. I don't give a fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? Music fucked up by Lunel. I'm fucked up by Funny. We gonna get into the content, though. Well, Funny fuck. Hey, Funny is some shit, though, dog. Listen, I gotta pray for my baby. Damn, Funny.
Salacious allegations involving Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis raising brand new questions tonight. This is The Six. I'm Sean Gables.
And I'm Blair Miller. She's accused of an improper relationship with a fellow prosecutor, and she's being ordered to appear at his divorce.
See, let me tell y'all something. When we hear improper relationship, that's like a back signal for us saying, oh, she getting that pussy away. Get away, Funny. Throw that shit. I'm going to catch that bitch with my mouth. Oh,
proceedings.
Not with my teeth, though.
Wade is the special prosecutor hired by Willis's office to help in the case against Donald Trump. And the accusations could mean trouble for that case. Atlanta News first political reporter Doug Reardon is live tonight outside Cobb County Superior Court.
Doug, the summons requesting Willis's testimony was served just hours before a Trump co-defendant filed the motion alleging that there was a romantic relationship.
Right, safe to say it has been a very busy week in this case. Now, those allegations include things like Willis's office paying Wade over $1 million over the course of his 3 years on this.
What? Hold on. Did y'all hear that? Not only is Funny my fantasy, she paying good. She paying what she weigh. Nigga, Funny paid Buddy $1 million. Boy, I know I can get too nasty as I am in that motherfucking bedroom. Nigga, look, Funny paid the nigga $1 million for that, for that oak. Sued the oak, beat the muddy skunt, hard like a Rockweiler, beat the muddy skunt. She was soothing the oak. Ooh, boy, god damn, boy. Hey, boy, give me a bill. Hey, listen, soon as I meet Funny, you know what the first thing I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put me a bill on. She gonna say, what you doing? You already know. I'm telling you what you can do to me. Use me, goddammit. Use me. Boy, I'm a cool. I bet you I can get me $2 million. She gave that to old lame-ass lawyer nigga. Man, shit. And I'm going to show y'all something, too. Funny got a wide spectrum of types, too. But I'm going to change that shit. She fucked with Nut, allegedly, and now she fucking with the special prosecutor. That's like Carlton Banks and goddamn Tupac. That's like a long fucking spectrum of her type. But don't worry about it, Funny. You ain't never met a Florida boy. I eat your coochie with your legs up. But she gave that nigga $1 million. Funny paying good, boy. Oh yeah, I know I'm gonna marry her when she go to jail. Who? Bitch, I'm married Funny. Hey, look, bro, listen. All right, okay, y'all with the bullshit. All right, I'm getting my motherfucking shit together now. Funny, do you like me? Check. Yes or no. Funny, Do you like me? Check yes or no. I'm finna hold on, put my name on there. Marita, boy. Your future husband. Funny, do you like me? Yes or no? Marita, boy, your future husband. Funny, this your prison letter, bitch. Cause them people gonna want the motherfucker. Them people gonna know what the fuck happened to $1 million. Salute the Too Legit to Quit KC. For real, salute the Let's Go. Damn, boy, Funny gave $1 million away. Let's keep going, y'all. Damn, listen, I knew it was a reason I like the fuck before the money. Shit.
And that the two took lavish vacations together in that time period. And we suspected a lot of this came from divorce filings from Nathan Wade's case, which he filed just a day after he was given this job as special prosecutor. So we tried to get them, because that report that was filed on Monday includes no concrete evidence, but this was all we could find. When we went to the clerk's office in Cobb County Superior today, this was just it. The single piece of paper saying that his divorce case has actually been sealed since February of 2022. Attorneys today tell us that is highly unlikely for divorce cases.
Okay, so let me tell y'all what happened, right? So, allegedly, this is what looked like what happened. We're going to get to the particulars of the case. So, she's allegedly dating one of the special prosecutors that's prosecuting Trump in the Georgia voter scandal thingamabobby shit. So, the dude took a position as, Fani gave him a position as a special prosecutor, and he wasn't even qualified to be a special prosecutor. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even qualified. He had only prosecuted misdemeanor cases. Plus, he didn't even have the credentials to become a special prosecutor. Nor did Fani have the authority to appoint him as a special prosecutor. It was a committee of people that's supposed to appoint him. But Fani went on ahead and did it anyway. You already know what it was, but he ain't gooder than me. I bet I can eat cat like a goddamn Asian, boy. You can't tell me I can't knock him out the box, boy. Trust me. I'm from Florida. I can do it. Trust me. I eat your coochie with your legs up your crack, down your back. Then I blow all in your butt. Trick Daddy told y'all about us Florida boys. Now, let's say what Fani did. So, the dude filed for divorce the next day after he got appointed the special prosecutor. What that telling y'all, dog? Boy, Fani was paying so good and Fani was putting that thing on him so goddamn good in them lavish vacations. That nigga called his churn, like Buddy on Harlem Nights. Hey, yo. Hey, let me speak to your mama. Oh, yeah, this way. Yeah. I ain't never coming home. Yeah. Fuck them kids, too. Yeah. Get it like Drake, bitch. Yeah. Child support court, I don't give a fuck. I got $1 million. My bitch rich. Bye. Know what I'm talking about? That's what he did. Know what I'm talking about? I'm telling you. But that lady, his ex-wife or whatever, she caught wind of that shit. And if you ask me, that's who blew the motherfucking whistle on this whole shit. See, Fani, that's what be happening. We be fucking with them hot niggas. No, that nigga was hot, man. Go and get rid of that nigga, Fani. Know what I'm talking about? You can't have him jeopardizing everything that you done built. See, I won't jeopardize everything you done built. You know what I'm talking about? I'll be in the back. I'm vocal now because I want you. But once I get you, boy, bitch ain't gonna hear nothing out of me. Know what I'm talking about? For real. Nothing. Bitch, we can sneak around. Know what I'm talking about? We can do all type of shit. You could be pulling up at my house with a long trench coat on. Well, our house, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm just being there like a house, my wife, bitch, waiting on you to get, whenever you come. You can pull up to my house with your long trench coat on, and then when you pull that bitch open at the door, you know what I'm talking about? I see everything that is all for me. Oh, man, I'm just going to fall on my goddamn back and tell you to, on top of me. You know what I'm talking about? Get right up there, Fani, goddamn it. Christen me, Fani. Goddamn it. I'm telling you. Nigga, I'm serious about Fani. We don't give a fuck. But, so what happened was, I'm thinking that this man's wife called whistle blew on the shit. But they saying that his divorce filings is sealed. They say that's highly unlikely. And the reason why they want to get into them divorce filings because they feel like it's particulars in there about him and Fani Willis's relationship. This shit came from her trying to prosecute Donald Trump, though. You see what I'm saying? See, if you'd have been my old lady at that time, Fani, I'd have told you leave Trump alone. Leave Trump alone, baby. Leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? You know, look, see, that's what a real nigga do. A real nigga keep his old lady out of shit. Baby, we ain't got time to be beefing online with them hoes. You know what I'm talking about, baby? We ain't got time to be beefing online with Trump. No, you let that shit go, baby. Come get in this motherfucking bed. Shut up. Take that. That'll get that. See, Buddy wasn't putting this shit down. You know what I'm saying? Cause Fani out here got time to be prosecuting Trump and all that shit. I'd have had her head in the clouds. All she'd have been thinking about is me. You know what I'm talking about? All she would have been thinking about is me. She would have, hey, listen. She would have asked me the same thing, goddamn finesse. Kevin Gates asked finesse 2 times. She'd have said, Marita, do me a favor. I said, what, baby? What, Fani? She said, you'll put my feet in there. Baby, you ain't even gotta ask twice. I'd have snatched her motherfucking clothes off like she a goddamn NBA player coming off the bench. I'm fucked up by Fani Willis, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? I like thug music, but fuck thug when it come down to me in real love. I need love. Y'all gonna let Fani go, goddammit. If not, I'm married while she in prison, goddammit. And I'm gonna keep the goddamn, I'm gonna keep that goddamn box Chevy running outside that gate. So whenever my baby try to break out that bitch and that fat ass flip across that barbed wire, I'm gonna be right there in that goddamn bull back Chevy ready to get the Tijuana with my baby, goddammit. For real.
A loan document indicating Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade's divorce case is sealed from public view is all we could get from Cobb County Superior Court. On Wednesday, reporters trickled into the clerk's office trying to get a hold of the divorce documents that could confirm the shocking allegations filed by a defendant in the Georgia election indictment. Divorce proceedings are a highly unusual thing to seal, multiple attorneys told Atlanta News First. But the divorce paperwork seems to be the basis for defendant Michael Roman's filing, claiming his charges should be dropped because Willis and Wade were involved in a romantic relationship while Wade was in the employ of Willis's office and leading the prosecution of the indictment. Also this week, District Attorney Fani Willis was served a subpoena to testify in Wade's divorce case.
Good. I'm pretty sure that she feels she has nothing to hide, so she's going to go ahead and testify.
Attorney J. Edward Shipp says whatever Willis says in her testimony could be used by Roman's attorneys to fight his charges.
I think it's a creative legal maneuver. You don't see this every day.
She blew a kiss back at me, y'all. I caught that bitch.
Had a romantic relationship, so therefore the case in chief is invalid. But hey, if it works, it works.
And so it is highly unlikely. A lot of attorneys that we talked to told us that the case and the charges against Roman will get dismissed as he is asking over these allegations. They tell me what is more likely is that this case could get removed from Willis's possession and removed from Fulton County altogether and be given to another jurisdiction. We're in Cobb County. Doug Reardon, Atlanta News First.
Yeah, take off the motherfucking case. But y'all better not put in motherfucking jail. I bet you that. Listen, if you put in jail, I'm calling whatever, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Dolph Lundgren, Justin Statham. I'm calling all the expendables, motherfucker. We gonna get my baby up out of that bitch. We gonna put some C4 on the goddamn wall of that goddamn prison. We gonna get a chopper. Fani coming up out that motherfucker for that good box. You know what I'm talking about? For real. You know what I'm talking about? As soon as I get in that goddamn helicopter with me, when we flying to Tijuana, she gonna say, "Oh, Marita, I love you." I'm gonna say, "Don't you never play at me. Don't you never play at me again, bitch." You know what I'm talking about? I love you. Telling you now, I know how to fuck a head up, dog. I'm from Florida. Y'all ain't never had y'all to Florida, boy? Oh, we real nasty. Yes, Lord. Damn, boy, I got steamy in here talking about Fani, boy. Shout out to the new subscribers, man. Shout out to the new subscribers. I told y'all gonna like it here. Damn, I'm fucked up by Fani. I'm fucked up by Fani, just like music fucked up by that old battle axe bitch comedian Lunel. Yeah, I'm fucked up by motherfucking Fani, just like music fucked up by Lunel. Goddamn that old Saint Bernard. Look, I done wrote my girl Fani a motherfucking letter. I don't write my girl Fani motherfucking letter. Look, that's the first draft of my letter that I write Fani Willis, because I'm gonna get her dog. I'm gonna get my motherfucking celebrity crush. Shout out to my boy Raw Nature from Estonia. For real. All right, y'all wanna get in the YNW Melly? We gonna get in the YNW Melly, man. I had to get that shit off my chest, bro. Music say lay off new nails. You know what I mean? You can have that motherfucker, boy. I got funny, boy. I'm telling you. Listen, bro, real talk. Boy, I take funny over a bunch of them celebrity chicks. I ain't saying no lie. It's just a thing. It's like if you from the streets, you like from the streets, you know, like that's the highest on our list is like a police officer, girlfriend or a wife or a woman, and like a lawyer or something like that. Bro, them is like, that's like bucket list. Like that's like our kryptonite. We'll marry one of them quick. Bro, I'm telling you, I promise you, I'm fucked up about Fani. I'm having all kind of fantasies in my head right motherfucking now about my baby. For real. All right, let's get into the Melly content, man. Let's get into the Melly content. Damn, I'm fucked up about Fani. I'm gonna get her too. Promise I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna put that shit into existence. What the fuck? What's going on with the internet? Oh, here go with that. Oh, boy, I went to talk about Fani. They went to hating on me. The internet hating on me, y'all. I don't give a fuck. Ah, damn, what happened to my internet? Somebody done fucked up with the thing, boy. God damn, boy. Hold on. And they got me. I don't give a fuck. They can't stop our love, Fani. They can't stop the love, no. They can't stop the love. They can't stop the love. I need your loving right now. Can't stop the love, Fani. Where we at? Okay, there we go, right? There we go. Okay. Yeah. It can't stop the love, Fani. Try to stop this shit. They can't stop this shit. What is that? Come on, all right. All right, we don't go by it. Why that? Okay. Why that be wrong? Why I stuck like that? Okay, there we go. All right, we're finna get into the Melly content for y'all. Hit that like button, guys. Please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Cause listen, we're gonna slow down. Shout out to Anonymous One, appreciate you. Shout out to Buku Bass, appreciate you for stopping through. Shout out to my girl TN Bowens. Listen, shout out to my guy Music 101. We're gonna get into the Melly content. I want y'all to hit that like button, y'all. Listen, I got to really get a little bit more adamant on you guys hitting the like button, because I'm trying to get back in the algorithm, guys. And the only way for me to do that is for you guys to hit that like button. When you hit that like button, that shows YouTube that you like this content, and that lets YouTube know that they can share my videos with a wider audience. You see what I'm saying? If you don't hit the like button, if you're just watching the content, then YouTube doesn't know whether you like my content or not. You know, by you hitting the like button, that's telling them, hey, look, man, this dude all right, man. You need to show him to more people, because we rock with him. You know what I'm saying? Don't hog me for yourself. Share me with the masses. One thing about me, if y'all already been rocking with me, y'all know I'm real personable. Everybody in here, I hit y'all up on in the comment section. Some of y'all be in my DMs. Some of y'all, we talking to DMs every day. Shout out to Nate said it. We talking to DMs every day, some of us. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all got my phone number. Me and Tennille talk on the phone. We text sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So look, make sure you hit that like button for your boy. You know what I'm saying? I'ma always keep it real. You know what I mean? I'm a humble dude, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I know y'all fuck with me. But listen, shout out to the Cuff Boys. It says that YNW Melly judge denies state's motion to reconsider. Ooh. Let's get into it.
I guess this in advance of this case. The YNW Melly murder trial had an intense motion hearing today. They discussed motions that involve throwing out the state attorney's office from the case. Melly's lawyer says that the state attorney's office want to win at all costs, even if it means lying because the case is high profile. They're quoted saying the state attorney's office has an institutional bias and prejudice towards Melly that demands for this case to be dismissed. The judge also responds to the motion to suppress situation where the state asked them to reconsider everything in my last video, and you're going to see what happens with that.
Shout out to Renata McCoggle.
Audio's terrible. I took a shower halfway through. Sorry. Hit subscribe. Here we go. All right, so we got defendant's response to state's motion for rehearing, reconsideration, and clarification right here. Defendant files this response in opposition to and requests to deny the state's motion for rehearing, reconsideration, blah, blah, blah. However, nothing in here should be considered as the defendant waiving any future appellate rights or even agreeing with all the court's rulings. The defendant filed 13 motions to suppress and believes that each one should have been granted in totality and that all evidence seized under search warrant should have been suppressed. Okay. The state says before the trial court considers the merits of a Fourth Amendment motion to suppress, the defendant must first establish a factual basis justifying his or her claim to have possessed Fourth Amendment right at the time of the alleged invasion. A more recent case would have required the state to have raised and preserved the issue of standing at the time of the motion to suppress, not 9 days after this court ruled. The defendant notes that the state relies on no Florida cases or even 11th Circuit cases to limitation of scope from service. Rather, the state apparently wishes that it was in Colorado or Kansas, as it heavily relies upon 10th Circuit federal law. Melly's team is trolling these boys right here. The state never raised the issue of independent source prior to their motion for rehearing. It is not mentioned in their omnibus response to the motion to suppress, nor was it raised at the time of the hearings. It was abandoned by the state as they produced no testimony or evidence that any information that they received from any of the search warrants they executed had been gained through an independent source. The state argues inevitably discovery and independent source as if they are one concept. They are closely related but are different concepts of law. Alright, for the motion to suppress on the iCloud, let's see what Melly's team has to say about.
So what's going on is they trying to get some, all of the evidence that they can throw it out in the second trial. Also, they going over some of the evidence that was found in the phone, the iCloud, the Gmail, and they threw out a lot of it already, and they narrowed it to a time frame. Some of it was narrowed to 6 hours, some of it was narrowed to 3 months. It just depends on what the evidence was. Some evidence they allowed a 3-month window, and some evidence they allowed a 6-hour window. They limited it to the time of the murder, like the time frame around the murder. Because in the first trial, what they did was they actually looked through Melly's whole iCloud for his lifetime. And as you can, if you understand, you can see how that could be prejudice against him because, shit, like you don't need to see what I was doing or talking about when I was 5 years ago. That's not pertaining to the murders of these two individuals. So they allowed it all in the first trial, and the state was able to just look through all of it and just kind of like stack the deck against him if he did anything or said anything incriminating back in the days, and it went to his iCloud. Well, in the second trial, what happens is the lawyers that he has now, they filed for these motions and they successfully argued, and the judge agreed that they gonna narrow the scope on what's going to be allowed in from his electronic communications. Let's go.
What the state said. So remember, this is a response from Melly's team to the state saying that the court got it all wrong. A lot's going on here. The state again raises the standing issue. They wrote, because the defendant was not forthcoming or whether or not he was still proceeding with the strategy of claiming the film was not his, the state proceeded with the argument as if he had standing at the time. However, standing was addressed in the initial response filed by the state and briefly addressed during the argument on November 21st. The state later indicates it raised the issue of standing. If the defense was not forthcoming whether or not he was still proceeding with the strategy with claiming the film was not his, then why would the state proceed with the argument as if he did have standing? This is such a clusterfuck, dude. The state is acknowledging they have waived the issue of standing, proceeding on as if the defendant did have standing. I mean, this is like almost...
So what they're trying to do, they're trying to get slick, right? Hit that like button, guys. Please hit that like button. So shout out to the new subscribers for coming in and stopping into the channel, man. I told y'all gonna like it here, man. Just get y'all some popcorn, you know, because Marita gonna keep it real entertaining for y'all. Look, so what they're trying to do here is in the Melly case is they're trying to get slick. So they're trying to say since Melly is not admitting that it's his phone, then he does not have a right to suppress His lawyers don't have a right to suppress the evidence that's in the phone because they're saying that it ain't your phone. You said it ain't your phone. That's BS, man. That's what we call Music 101 called the fluke-a-rook. They trying to put a fluke-a-rook on Melly. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get him to either admit that that's his phone, or either they're trying to say, oh, you can't dispute any of this evidence because it said it ain't your phone. Like Matumbo said, no, 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 no. You can't pull that one. I don't give a damn if I don't give a damn if it ain't my phone. You can't use, if I say that you can't use it against me, or if I'm putting in a motion to say that you can't use this evidence, a motion to suppress, I can do that. You can have a gun that you found and you can say that I used that to murder somebody, and that don't even have to be the case. I ain't murder nobody, that ain't my gun. So you saying that I can't dispute it since I don't claim that that's my gun? Get the hell out of here. But they trying it though. They trying it though.
Riddles, bro. Now they're quoting the state right here saying, standing was addressed in the initial response filed by the state and briefly addressed during the argument. It is not a correct recitation of the record. Standing was not addressed as to the phone in this motion and the state's omnibus response. The state never contested standing in this matter, as it was way more than obvious that the defendant did and does have standing. The defendant introduced the affidavit for search warrant, which was sworn to and admitted into evidence without any objection. In the affidavit, Moretti states the following. This detective is requesting a warrant pertaining to the data stored with the Apple iCloud phone number. The phone belongs to Jamal Demons in this case. This affidavit alone acknowledges that it is phone, his iCloud account, and that it is known to others to be his phone and iCloud account. If standing was an issue, Mr. Demons has standing. Alright, so here's the dumbed down sentence for you guys. The state's position seems to be simply, from service providers, we get so much information that it becomes so time consuming and tedious. Fourth Amendment protection should go by the wayside. Law enforcement's time is more important than the citizen's rights, and who wants to burden the service provider? Pretty good point from Melly's lawyers right there.
Also, what happened is when they got this information dumped from the service provider, the service provider just gave it all to him. Because the service provider was like, hey man, you want us to go through his phone and strategically pick out shit that you should have? No, that ain't our job. What we finna do is we finna get the police all this shit and they can motherfucking dig through this shit. That ain't our job. We is not finna burden our employees with doing the police's job by looking through this individual's phone. Because if we do that, then that means that anytime the police come and want to get the electronic history of a potential defendant, then that means that we gonna find ourselves doing the same thing over and again. We have to make a whole nother department for that when the police want to subpoena somebody's electronic communications. No. Listen, Verizon, Sprint, AT&T, what they saying is, look, we just give the police all this shit. Y'all want it? Here you go. All the files, all the boxes, y'all dig through that shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to he who seeks better. Appreciate you, gang, for stopping through. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. And shout out to the new subscribers, man. Shout out to the new subscribers, man. Listen, if you're a new subscriber, get in the chat, man. Just say, hey, man, I'm new here, man. And we gonna show you some love, man. I'm telling you.
Suffers from knowing too much. That is, they have 4 years of investigation behind them. They interject their opinions and facts that were not known at the time of the writing of the search warrant affidavits and signing of the search warrant. The state goes through a litany of justifications in need of the items that this court suppressed, possibly if the contentions were made in the affidavit for search warrant and referenced therein. There must have been probable cause and a nexus. However, the state's after the fact 4 years later. Recitation of why they need the evidence is improper and not legal justification. The state has put together arguments that, had they been contained in the affidavits, may have led to probable cause, nexus, and even an expansion of this court's ruling. However, they are not contained in the affidavit and they are not a part of the court's review. They were not testified by Moretti at the hearings, therefore they are not based in evidentiary fact. The state said it is common knowledge that defendants claim a device is not theirs or that it is a community phone used by many. The identity of the account device used at the time of the homicide must be proven. In order to prove that identity behind the keyboard, the state must authenticate that device as the defendant's. In order to do so, the pattern of life must be shown, which requires going beyond the mere 6 hours permitted by the court's order. Now we're talking about the time.
Okay, so what they're trying to do is here, right? They say they have to prove a pattern of life to show that this is Melly's phone. What they means is, so what happened was when the judge narrowed the window of the electronic communications that the state was allowed to receive, to have out of Melly's phone, the state is saying that this is not enough for us to prove that this is Melly's phone. We need all of it so we can show the different communications that he's had over the time frame of he had this phone or the iCloud to show that this is Melly's phone. Like if he would have texted his mama texted him happy birthday, shit like that. You see what I'm saying? So, but it's a slick way of them getting everything out of his phone again. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get everything out of his phone. But the judge already done agreed that they can't have everything out that phone. Now the first trial, he allowed all of that shit out of that phone and let the state just look through it and look through all the garbage and figure out what they wanted to use. That's what he did the first trial. The second trial, he already done ruled, no, you can't do that. He done narrowed it to certain windows depending on what they looking at. Some evidence has 6-hour windows. Some evidence has 3-month windows. It just depends on whether it was the iCloud, the Gmail, the Facebook, the Snapchat, whatever. And I think he threw out, I think he had 2 Gmails. I think one of them he threw out. I think the one with the YNW Melly booking, I think that one got threw out. But don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. But I think so. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. So, the state is trying, what they do. They trying to successfully argue to let them look at all the electronic communications in Melly's phone so that they can dig through it and just pick out of everything. You know what I'm saying? But the judge done already ruled, so this is them trying to appeal that ruling.
Frame of the 6 hours from 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. And now this is what Melly's team says about that. Whether this is common knowledge or not is up to debate. This justification to expand the 6-hour time frame that the court limited was inappropriate as it is not contained in the affidavit. It goes on to argue in other orders by the court, the time frame is 30 to 45 days. They then argue that the same time period should at least pertain to this motion and court order. They fail to realize that each motion was independent to itself. They fail to realize that each affidavit is independent to itself. They fail to realize that the probable cause on each affidavit is independent of itself. They fail to realize that a 30 to 45-day time period may or may not be appropriate in some situations dealing with search warrants. However, what this court did as far as time frames and other warrants had no bearing, is independent of, and has no relevance to what the court ordered in this motion to suppress. So the state comparing each motion's time frame to each other is wrong because apparently they're all independent. Withers in a recorded statement says he was communicating with Melly on Snapchat, okay? If standing was an issue, which is not, the affidavit alone confers standing upon Mr. Damons. In the state standing section for Snapchat account, there's a more perplexing and irrelevant statement. Right here they're pointing out that Melly's team constantly objected to Miss Bradley in the first trial, saying that Melly's phone was Melly's phone on the screen or in front of the jury. Somehow the state wants a negative inference that requiring the state to do what they are required to do at trial has a bearing on standing. In this section, the state once again contends that only the 4 corners of the affidavit should have been looked at by this court. They also fail to explain how they could argue inevitable discovery and independent source without testimony. Rather, the state seems to be under the belief that no testimony should have been allowed, but their representations within their motion for rehearing should alleviate the need for testimony and evidence. The state's position seems to be that they can't put on witnesses to establish inevitable discovery or independent source because that would be outside the 4 corners of the affidavit. However, they apparently believe that this testimony should be supplemented by the state after the hearing is over and after the court is ruled with factual allegations and arguments that are not part of the record. They're talking about the nexus, proving the user of the account and relationship context. The problem with the state's motion for rehearing is that it is a mixture of legal argument, facts from the affidavit, facts from the hearings, and quite candidly, facts that they decided to interject. For example, on page 24, the state states, furthermore, the court's ruling overlooks the fact that this investigation at this point had revealed that a lot of Demon's communications were through a social media. In the affidavit for Snapchat account, as to communications by Demons through social media, the following is contained. The author revealed that other communications were in use as the CDR for Demons made reference to data for the cellular device of Demons based upon CDR of other communications were in use but not known to this investigator. There's nothing in the affidavit that revealed that a lot of Demons communications were through social media. Also, there's nothing in the affidavit that would indicate what stage the investigation was in as to what social media accounts. So Melly's team is saying they didn't add any of that in the affidavit. This has been an issue before in this trial where Melly's team is always saying that Moretti didn't add a lot of common sense to the affidavit. So now I guess they're pulling that card again. The state likes to state that it is well known, the defendant will say, it is well known Donald Trump has a Twitter account that is now an X account. It is also common knowledge that he alone does not do all the posting, as it is common with many politicians. Allowing somebody to use the account or help you with it does not divest Donald Trump or Jamel Demons of standing. Damn, so they're saying because since Melly had someone else using his account, doesn't, give them the right to take his rights away. All right, so a lot of accusations from both sides. Now we're going to get the judges.
Okay, so what they're trying to say here is, Melly argued, his team, the defense team argued that his phone was a community phone. Well, the phone that they're saying is his. The phone that we all know pretty much is Melly's phone. They saying that it was a community, Melly saying it's a community phone, right? So since he said it's a community phone, the state is arguing that they have the right to look into the phone because Melly does not have the sole right to dispute them being able to look into the phone. And what Melly's defense team said that since Donald Trump has a Twitter account, and we know that Donald Trump doesn't always post himself on his Twitter account like certain celebrities and rappers and people do, that does not change the fact that they can dispute whether the police can look inside the accounts, which I agree. I agree. If I'm a rapper and I have my publicist or something running my social media, and the police want to subpoena my social media accounts to see what my electronic communications are, then I should have the right to say no. You can't say that since somebody else is running my account sometimes that I don't have the right to not let you look into my account. Hit that like button, guys. Please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Do your boy a favor, hit that like button. But we're gonna get into it. We're talking about the new motion to suppress hearing and stuff in the Melly case. You know what I mean? I know a lot of you guys coming for the Melly content, so you know we got some today, so we're finna give it to you guys.
On everything. But this is the part of the video that will be easier to understand, because I'm even struggling to understand this shit. Order on the state's motion for rehearing and reconsideration. Having considered the state's motion, defendant's response, and the state's reply, the court file, applicable law, and otherwise being fully advised, this court finds as follows. The state has not established that the court overlooked or misapprehended any points of law or fact. So the judge is not in favor of the state, they're in favor of Melly. Alright, here we go. The state's argument about defendant's lack of standing, which would only apply to defendant's cellular phone, is not well taken. Defendant has established a possessory interest in the cellular phone at issue in his motions to suppress, and there was no evidence presented that the defendant disclaimed his possessory interest in the cellular phone or otherwise abandoned it. Trial counsel's strategy at the first trial is not evidence. As clearly stated in the court's omnibus order granting, denying, or granting in part and denying in part defendant's 13 motions to suppress, the court's ruling in no way precludes reconsideration of the order if it becomes apparent at any point in the proceedings, including during trial, that the defendant is disclaiming a possessory interest in the cellular phone. Big ass words. So basically, Melly's team did have an interest in one of their motions to suppress in the cell phone. So everything the state claimed was wrong. The state also takes issue with the court's decision to allow defendant to elicit testimony from Detective Mark Moretti as at the hearings on defendant's motions to suppress. However, as stated in the court's omnibus order, the court did not consider Moretti's testimony when determining whether probable cause existed within the four corners of the search warrant affidavits at issue. Rather, the court only considered Moretti's testimony as it relates to the issue of whether he relied on the search warrants in good faith. The state once again conflates the service provider's inability to search through the contents of the records requested to determine which records are relevant to the homicides with the service provider's ability to narrow the category of data based on the criteria such as file type and date ranges that are unrelated to the actual contents of the records or data. The court did not find that service providers had the ability to determine what data is evidence of a crime. Rather, nothing presented in either of the search warrant or in Moretti's testimony indicates that service providers cannot limit production of data based on categories and timeframes which are unrelated to the substantive content of those records. Once again, the state conflates the necessity of seizing wide categories of records and data based on service providers' inability to determine what records or data contain evidence of a crime with the authority of law enforcement to search the entirety of the records and data provided. While law enforcement may have to search through the records to determine whether they contain the evidence of a crime, there was nothing to indicate law enforcement was unable to restrict their search based on non-substantive record categories and or in time frames. So they're saying there's nothing in Moretti's testimonies or search warrants that say that these companies can't shrink down the range of data that they provide. So they're still blaming Moretti for getting these wide ranges of information, pretty much. The court is.
So I agree. So what they like just like with the Cup Boys, shout out to the Cup Boys. Just what he's saying. He's saying that Melly's defense team is arguing that okay, so the state wants all the records. They want everything. They want to be able to look through all of Melly's electronic core communications, right? But Melly's attorneys don't want that to be so. And I will say this: the judge already done ruled in favor of Melly's attorneys. This is just another hearing so that the state is trying to appeal what the judge already done ruled on. The judge already done ruled that it was. Shout out Trigger Man telling goddamn me it's gonna be all right, ho. Hey, y'all show Trigger Man some love in the chat, man. But the judge already done ruled that they can't look at all Melly's electronic correspondence. Like I said, some of them been limited to a 6-hour window. Some of them is a 3-hour window. It depends on whether it was a Snapchat, the Facebook, the Gmail, or the iCloud. I can't remember which ones it is, but they all got different time frames that the state is allowed to get his electronic correspondence out of, right? So what happened is the defense, this is real complicated when I see what he's saying. This is real complicated when we break it down. So I lost my train of thought. Let me get it. I'm gonna get it back real quick. So what happened is they saying that Moretti, it's no rule that the phone companies can't narrow down the electronic correspondence that they can give to the state. You see what I'm saying? So what Melly's attorney is saying is, look, they can shrink the goddamn window. You know what I mean? They ain't got to give the state attorney all Melly's iCloud communication for his life. They can give the police a narrowed down window of his communications. You see what I'm saying? Because they want to keep all of the they want to keep as much of the communications out as possible. They only want it to be the windows that the judge done already agreed that they can look in, right? So they saying that nothing Moretti said or nothing in law or whatever say that the phone companies can't do this. You see what I'm saying? So what they saying is, look, motherfucker, in layman's terms, look, motherfucker, you're only gonna be able to get Melly's electronic correspondence for this particular time frame that the judge already done ruled on. That's it. You bitches ain't finna be looking all at that man electronic communications when he was in high school, because iCloud, he might have the same iCloud. You see what I'm saying? So they saying you ain't gonna be looking at all that man electronic communications for stuff that may not even pertain. That's probably not gonna pertain to this case. He allegedly murdered his 2 friends. So we gonna keep this thing in a narrow window. That's where y'all can look at. That's what he's saying.
Blaming Moretti for that. The state also argues that the time limitations imposed in the omnibus order are arbitrary because the time frames imposed for different warrants are not the same. As clearly required by law, the court could only look to the 4 corners of each individual search warrant affidavit to determine the appropriate time limitations based on the facts in each individual search warrant. So the judge is saying the same thing Melly's team said, that each search warrant is different. They have to look at the 4 corners of each search warrant to determine how long the time frame should be, either 3 to 6 a.m. or fucking a month or 2. You all remember? The court cannot...
Right. So like I say, the judge already done agreed to this. So, in the state just trying to argue again in this second hearing to get the judge to get a second bite at being able to get more of the information out of Melly's electronic correspondence. I don't know what the fuck the 4 corners is, but that's some kind of legal term or whatever, or however it goes. But the different electronic communications have different time frames. Like I said, Snapchat, I don't know exactly what the time frame is for each, but I know the smallest is a 6-hour time frame, and I don't know if that's just the iCloud or if that's just the Gmail or the Facebook or the Snapchat or whatever. But I know one of the larger ones are a 3-month period. You see what I'm saying? So I think some of them got 30 to 45 days, but it's just depending on what electronic correspondence that they're trying to look in. That's the only window that they can look in. You see what I'm saying? And they all different.
Appropriate the facts present in Facebook or Instagram affidavits and other affidavits for the convenience of...
Hit that like button, y'all. Please hit that like button. And shout out to the new subscribers, man. I told y'all was going to like it here, man. Hey, y'all show my boy Trigger Man. Tell him some love in the chat. Shout out to Anonymous 1.
Form time frames. Likewise, the court will not consider any of the extrinsic facts set forth by the state in its motion for rehearing. It does not allow the state to move for rehearing based on inevitable discovery or independent source doctrines, issues that the state failed to raise prior to the court's ruling, even though the state filed a detailed omnibus response and had ample time to present argument at hearings. However, does not preclude the court from exercising its inherent authority to reconsider a motion to suppress while the court still has jurisdiction over the case. The court will not exercise its discretion to reconsider the issues that were already considered and ruled on its omnibus order. The court finds that the state's arguments as to those issues have no merit and there's no good cause for the court to reconsider those issues. Damn, bruh. So the judge is standing strong. He doesn't want to change anything. He's not reconsidering shit.
Nothing.
Basically. Here's our first look at Melly in like a while. He's, of course, praying or something. I don't know.
Hey, so the judge standing firm, and I knew he would. Like, it's crazy. Unless they would have came up with some significant case law to present to the judge to show that they would be able to look into more of the electronic correspondence than the judge already deemed in a prior hearing. I knew this was just a waste of time. You going in front of the same judge, trying to get the same judge to who already done ruled against you. When I mean the state. You trying to get him to go to reverse what he already done ruled and said, no, you motherfuckers can only look in a 6-hour window on this shit, a 35 to 40 day, 5-day period on this shit, and a 3 to 6 or 3-month period on this shit. That's it. That's final. What is you talking about? Why is you wasting our time, Miss Hookabook? Even though you look good, Miss Hookabook. What you think you're gonna put your charms on the judge or something? But that's what's going on here. Another thing, this is just a little bit off, but it's still about the Melly case. I don't know if you guys, some of you people have ever been in jail and had to go to court from jail, but let me tell you something. I have had to do that a couple of times, but never to the extent where Melly's done had to go to court. Bro, let me tell you something. That is one of the things you hate, not because your fate is hangs in the balance. It's because they get you up extremely early to go to court. Bro, court might be at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Boy, you getting up at 4. You getting up before everybody. And then you're gonna be shackled up from the front with the chain going down to your feet. And you're gonna be in a cold ass cell. They're gonna move you from cell to cell to cell to cell. Then you're gonna be in the back of the paddy wagon, balled up in that bitch. Then when you get to the courthouse, you're gonna be downstairs in a holding cell for hours until they call you up. And then you gotta go in there. So you already sleepy. Then you gotta go in there and you gotta sit in there for however long your hearing or your trial or your court date is. Can you imagine how many times? You remember how many times Melly went to court through the first trial? Do you remember how many hearings and shit he done had? Bro, Melly done been to court over 100 times, I believe. And I'm just saying, I could be wrong, at least 50. He done been to court at least 50 times. That's a lot. I'm pretty sure some of them hearings, he be like, man, look, man, y'all done leave me in my cell, man. I don't need to be there, do I? I promise you, you would much rather just stay in your cell and sleep and just fuck around in the jail. You don't be want to go to that shit if you ain't got to go to that shit. You'd rather, listen, if you don't have to be there, you'd rather stay in jail where you can fuck around, sleep, smoke your little weed if you got a little plug, you got a little weed. You know what I'm talking about? Play some cards, watch TV, whatever. Fuck around. You know what I mean? Whatever. It's just, I promise you, you don't like going to court that many damn times. Now, if you know you finna get out, yeah, bitch, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's something that you absolutely got to be there for, all right, come on, I'll go. But for the rest of that shit, I promise you, niggas don't be wanting to go to court. Niggas be like, hey, man, leave me alone, man. Hey. But then you got to go. So I'm telling you, then just imagine you sit up there in there and try. It was a miracle that Melly had not fell asleep in that trial. I think he did fall asleep a couple times. I know I would have. I'd have been sitting there, bitch. I'm telling you, bro, Melly trial was from like 9 in the morning to like 5 in the evening. He already been up since about 4 every day. Bro, I'm telling you, but I'm gonna keep going on though.
Sleep? I haven't seen his eyes open.
He's sleep. I told you, bro, look. Bro, I just talked that shit up. I ain't even seen this video. Look, he's sleeping that bitch.
A while. He's, of course, praying or something. I don't know. Bro, asleep? I haven't seen his eyes open.
He sleep.
Oh, there he is.
He nodding. Look, bro, listen, I'm telling you, I'm clairvoyant. I told you, I never seen this video before, bro. Then I picked that shit. I told you. Listen, y'all gonna start listening to Marita boy. I'm telling you, I be knowing a little something, bro. I know what I done been through. You know what I'm saying? I can relate to some of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I told you, nigga going to sleep right in that bitch. I'm telling you, that nigga rather be in that goddamn cell.
Already explained that the statement heavy role was a joke.
Oh my, I still can't believe we're discussing the Moretti and Melly's mom situation, dude. I'm so over that shit.
It was never a discussion. The answer is much more matter. And just was under Washington. Now all of a sudden,
District attorneys right there just said they never objected to something. I can't hear this, by the way. I'm like kind of hearing 2 words each sentence.
And that there was an objection then. Why all of a sudden now is there a reason to now, as Mr. Klinger regarded the budget for that? What did Mr. Klinger say? Going back.
I don't even know what he's saying. Hit that like button, y'all. Please hit that like button. Please hit that like button for your boy.
I believe I heard the judge quash some subpoenas right there, and I think it was for State Attorney Pryor, Chief Assistant Falk, and ASA Killoran must be quashed because the violation of the October 12th order of this honorable court, quashing the subpoenas and granting a protective order. So those 3 people from the State Attorney's office won't be testifying. That's what the defense was trying to do.
And Ms. Boutros realizes that she's watching the trial from home.
Now he's talking about Ms. Boutros realizing that the state never gave over the Brady notices to the defense about the whole situation.
The Brady material wasn't given to us. Eventually, the state attorney's office, Ms. Bradley, sent out a Brady notice. Mr. Killoran then files an amended Brady notice saying that what Ms. Bradley said was incorrect. And Ms. Bradley turns around and corrects Mr. Killoran and says that he didn't know what he was talking about. What happens to Ms. Bradley? Nothing. She came back before this court. The prosecutor on this case disobeyed their order, their directive, to issue the Brady material. And the prosecutor on the case allowed the case to go to trial. The case hung the hung jury. And then afterwards, the state attorney's office finds out that this prosecutor did not send out Brady material. This state attorney's office cares about one thing. And this
Why did they not send that Brady notice? Because the state attorney's office cares about one thing, and that's winning.
the state may never have.
So what they doing right here is they doing the same thing. They bringing forth the same argument that happened as far as like with the Brady notices. As we all know, Christine Bradley, the first prosecutor on this case, was supposed to hand over some evidence to Melly's defense team, and it was evidence that could have possibly helped Melly in his defense in the first trial, and they pretty much covered it up, as we all know by now. They pretty much covered it up, and what's happening now is Melly's new defense team is bringing that issue back up now, and I'm thinking they're bringing that up because they want this on record, because they really want this case to be dismissed because of the Brady violations, and it could be. But as we all know, this judge is not going to dismiss this case for anything. I'm just assuming this judge has political pressure on him, and they want Melly bad. So it's nothing short of Jesus coming down on a white horse and setting up shop in the courtroom that's going to stop the state of Florida from prosecuting Melly, at least for this second go round. But Melly's attorneys is bringing this issue up, which they should, because if Melly's found guilty, then they have this on record, and it will be used in his appeal.
Use the word lie, but they use the word that she told untruths.
Shout out to Slick Puller, my main man Puller talk real slick. What's up? Shout out to Slick. What's good, bro?
They've used every synonym for liar.
I've said this a lot, but I believe Boutros lied a little bit. Let's be honest. He's on audio apparently saying one thing, but then testifies another thing.
And then Miss Boutros being the white knight, so to speak, she did wrong. She is the one that gets punished by this office. They disparage her character. They bring up marketing things. They bring up anything they can about Miss Boutros to make her look bad.
So this is interesting. So Melly's attorneys are arguing that Michelle Boutros, she was the whistleblower, right? And if you remember or not, it was real interesting as to what happened with Michelle Boutros. Michelle Boutros is a public corruptions officer. She's a DA. She works in the Miramar DA's office. She's been there for over 20 years. But her job, one of the things of her job is to squash and point out public corruption, which means if she's like the police for the DA's office. So if she sees the DA doing anything that could possibly is unethical or violate the rights of people that they're prosecuting, her job is to be the whistleblower in these situations, right? So that's what she did. When Detective Moretti lied and said that it was a BSO, a Broward County Sheriff's officer, in the room when he served Melly's mom the search warrant for her phone, Michelle Boutros was actually in the room. She noticed it. She reported it. She reported it. She documented. She did all those things. She whistleblew on it, right? So what Melly's attorney is saying is they had a series of hearings, and the judge kind of threw Christine Bradley off the case. They left Moretti on the case because he's the lead detective, but he's tainted now because it is a stigma around him that he would do criminal shit, unethical shit in order to secure a conviction. And what they're saying is nothing really happened to Christine Bradley. Nothing happened to Detective Moretti, but it did kind of hurt Miss Boutros, the person who's the whistleblower. He said that she's been shunned, disparaged. Pretty much, she's like the black sheep now. You see what I'm saying? Like, and she did nothing but her job. You know what I'm saying? So what he's trying to do is he's trying to show how corrupt the DA's office is, even to one of their own, when one of their own was just doing their job. Now, I'm going to tell you this. It ain't going to work. Do he got a point? Hell yeah, he got a point. Hell yeah, he's 100% right. Hit that like button, guys. Please hit that like button for me. Please hit that like button, man. That's a way to support the channel. That's a free way to support the channel, and I would appreciate it. And shout out to the new subscribers, man. Told y'all like it here. So, and I agree with him. But what the problem with this is this is bigger than Michelle Boutros, Christine Bradley, all of that. This Melly is a political pawn at this point, and they want to make an example out of him. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. If you remember or not, they dropped the amount of jurors that they need to vote guilty for the death penalty from like 12 to 8. You know what I mean? So that, and Melly is up for the death penalty, which means that if he's found guilty, it'll be a second phase. It'll be a second phase of the trial, which would determine whether he would get the death penalty or not. So and 8 jurors saying guilty is the lowest threshold in the United States of America. There's other states that have 8, but that is the lowest, right? So they want to put him to death for this crime, right? And they want to do anything they can to prosecute him. If they got to withhold evidence or whatever. And this judge is sitting right here in the middle of it. And I'm going to tell you something. I know we all like to think justice is fair. We got the greatest judicial system in the world. And in some instances, we do. You know what I mean? You know, you go into one of the foreign countries, your ass don't got this kind of rights. But it's also corrupt as well. And we witnessing it right here in front of our eyes. With all the things that happened in this trial and the rights of this boy that they done violated, this man that done violated, even though it looked, I feel like he may be guilty for sure. They done violated his rights, and you as the judicial system, you shouldn't be able to break the law or violate someone's rights in order to convict them, even if they're guilty. You are held to a higher standard than the criminal. But what we got here, in my opinion, we got criminals prosecuting the criminal. You know what I mean? Like, and you watching it. So this judge is not finna give a fuck about none of that, what he's saying. Even though he's right. Even though he has a point. But they don't give a fuck. They finna fricassee Melly ass. You know what I'm talking about? Shrimp on the Barbie. Hit that like button. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to Dre 6100. That's my guy. Shout out to Dre 6100. Shout out to Boredom and Clicks. I appreciate you, Boredom.
He has already made his pension known. The they intend to cross-examine her. So we now put on Ms. Boutros as a witness.
Melly's yawning like a motherfucker.
Dude, every time.
Even the people that she works for don't believe her. And that nullifies her credibility. Not because of her truth, but because of her status as being a state attorney in this state attorney.
This judge looks so over there.
I found no case in the state of Florida where the witness is adverse to the state attorney. Every case deals with that assistant state attorney who is testifying being on the state attorney's side. Here we have the opposite.
In the deposition, that's when he's asked if in fact he had worked with Ms. Boutros afterwards, he says yes. Ms. Boutros testified she did work. Yeah. Another instance. That's what brought the state to one instance.
I like how the prosecutor's actually talking pretty loud so we can hear him. Melly's lawyers be mumbling, bro.
No matter who you are.
So what? So now it's the prosecutor. So what the prosecutor's doing is he's trying to argue that Ms. Boutros lied. She said that she never worked with Moretti again after she witnessed him violating Melly's mother's rights by lying and saying that it was a BSO officer in there when he served the warrant and just pretty much taking her phone. And I want to say this too. I don't understand why Moretti wasn't charged criminally. He illegally served that search warrant, which means when he took that phone, that's theft. They allege that he hurt Melly's mom's hand. That's battery. Those are charges. Those are charges. I don't give a fuck if you're police. You still can, you know, go to jail for these same crimes that you put people in jail for. And we know that that warrant was served illegally, which means that he had no right to take her phone, being that he served it illegally. You see what I'm saying? So the things that he did to her in the illegal search and seizure should be criminal. They should be charged. He should be charged for that. But as we can see, I told you, we watching the justice system corruption right in front of our eyes, and these people don't give a fuck. You know why they don't give a fuck? Because they want to convict Melly. You know what I'm saying? He's being railroaded, even though I think he's guilty. He's being railroaded. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Facts. The problem with this is, if they'll do it to him, who knows about the countless other people that they did this to that weren't high profile like this, that we weren't privy to see. Because if they're doing all of this, this ain't their first time doing this. This is not, I would bet, I'm assuming, but I would bet that this is not their first time doing this. This is institutional corruption right here in front of your face. You know what I'm saying? We wonder why Christine Bradley was so flagrant and so arrogant with the way that she was doing things in the first trial. And now we can see. Now we can see, because it's a bunch of them. It's a basket of deplorables, like Hillary Clinton say, and they all down with it. The judge, all the state attorneys, everybody, all of them. They all doing underhanded shit that they've been doing in order to rotisserie Melly ass. You know what I'm saying? Now, hey, some people would say he murdered his two friends. Who cares? That's your opinion. That's your opinion. And I'm not going to cast aspersions on you because of your opinion. You entitled to that, and I can see how you can see it that way. And I understand your opinion. I get it. It's just that for me, I just look at it like, what if that was my son in there? What if it's me sliding through Miramar one night on my way to Miami, and they pull me over and they take me to jail for some bullshit, and then when I go to court back down there, they pull this same good old boy shit on me. You see what I'm saying? Because that's why you squash this type of shit. That's why. Because justice, even though it's corrupt, it has to have the appearance of being fair or just, or, you know, it has to. Because if it doesn't, then the whole system falls. You see what I'm saying? You have to at least fool the people into believing that they have a fair, you know, shake when they go in the courtroom. And they doing a poor job of it right here, if you ask me.
Stand. You put your credibility at stake. So now what happens is that things are not lining up.
Pointing out that Boutros is a liar, turning on their own. That's crazy. This state attorney's office is fractured.
We've never told this Boutros a liar. The purpose of impeachment is
they calling Ms. Boutros a liar. She's a state attorney. The state attorneys are in there calling Ms. Boutros a liar. And she's been a state attorney in that office for 20 years. A public corruptions attorney who has no blemishes on her record. And she married to a police officer. And the only thing she did was whistle blew on the corruption that she saw Detective Moretti doing and Miss Christine Bradley, the first prosecutor, withholding evidence from Melly's attorneys. That's the only thing she did. And now her colleagues are in this courtroom calling her a liar and talking shit about her. Do you see how deep the rabbit hole goes of corruption? That's big, bro. This lady been a state attorney for 20 years. She committed no crime. All she did was her job, which was to point out public corruption. And now her colleagues, who she been in that office with, working with, side by side for years, are standing in that courtroom throwing dirt on her name. Hey, y'all get in the front row seat of this shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I say this Melly trial is this shit like must-see TV. It's like so many things going on in this trial. They definitely have to make this a movie, y'all. From Melly's life, from Murder on My Mind, from him going to jail for killing his two best friends, to even to his mama and her behavior. and the court proceedings. This shit has to be a movie, bro. This has to be a movie.
And the jury, if you're ready to hear, statement was made inside court, statement was made outside of court. No statements don't match.
They're not calling her a liar. There's just inconsistencies on statements.
But the jury instruction basically reads is,
If you say inconsistency on statements, you're calling me a liar.
So what we have now is a witness whose testimony is not consistent. And all we have laid out is that, again, evidence does not support this claim they're making.
See what the judge says?
Ohio State's response to defendant's motion to recuse State Attorney's Office of the 17th Judicial Circuit in Fort Broward County, Florida. And then page 2, Mr. Klinger writes, moreover, the state has not created a dispute in the evidence. Just as it did in the prior trial, the state will not be calling any assistant state attorneys nor the elected state attorney for that matter. If, in fact, the defense decides to have ASA Boutros testify as a defense witness, she will not be cross-examined by the state. There is no inherent right to disqualification when a member of the state attorney's office is called as a witness in a case prosecuted by the state attorney in the same office. That's Mr. Klinger, when he represented the court. Then at the hearing, they also say there's a conflict, but there is no conflict. We don't dispute anything that Mr. Boutros said on the stand. We didn't cross-examine her on anything other than just to clarify a couple of issues. But it wasn't the facts. We agree with that. We probably could have just stipulated most of her deposition. So there's no conflict.
The state at one point said they weren't going to cross-examine Ms. Boutros, but then they did briefly, and that caused conflict. And that's the conflict they're talking about, that they did actually cross-examine her.
That's what you told me. And now it's a different story.
Because cases are fluid. It's like court. When we spoke to Detective Reddy and he gave deposition, more information came to light. And of course, as prosecutors, you have to be bound to investigate and discover what the truth is. And so what we are not
Documentation is fluid too. We're not going to call her. We're not going to cross-examine her as a witness if she's told by the defense. We're not going to cross-examine her. That's fluid to your representation of that. That's fluid. That doesn't mean anything. I can go ahead.
me cross-examining her or another office, she's going to be subject to cross-examination. Recusing an office is literally like the last measure that the court has to do. And in this instance, it doesn't demonstrate how the defendant is prejudiced.
If I'm hearing the state attorney's direction, what they're saying is nobody can rely on the representations of the state attorney because they are only as good as the second that they are said. And 1 second after they are said, they have no meaning.
That was a mic drop statement right there.
For expedient said, say, have Mr. Klinger come in and say, we're not going to cross-examine Mr. Boutros because that was maybe the linchpin.
So two different state attorneys said different things.
And then turn around and do the opposite. I mean, we all have some allegiances to the Constitution or whatever. So if you represent something to the judge, it better be true. You represent actions you're going to do in the future, it better be true. But this state attorney represented that Ms. Boutros was not going to be cross-examined and that they agreed with her facts of the case. And now this state attorney turns around and says, we don't agree, and we're going to cross-examine. And I'd like to know why Mr. Griffiths cross-examined Ms. Boutros the way that she did. And no matter what it takes, Mr. Griffiths, you say what you need to say because we want to win this motion. Mr. Griffiths, you say what you need to say because we want to win this motion. Even if they're opposite, it doesn't matter. Winning at all costs is everything in this case. This is high profile.
Winning is everything because it's high profile to the state attorney's office.
This case would scream recusal, but it's not being recused. It's high profile. And this is the splash that the state attorney wants to make. He sent out she forced her to send out a Brady notice. She doesn't like it. Mr. Kilburn sends out a Brady notice. She doesn't like it, and she overrules Mr. Kilburn with a new Brady notice. Nothing happens in this practice whatsoever. Ms. Boutros, on the other hand, as you've seen, is acted all different passions by the state attorney's office. It's institutional because Mrs. Bradley up to the state attorney and back down to the prosecutors in this court when it comes to Janelle Bevins. For whatever reason, there's an institutional bias, prejudice that demands that this case be dismissed.
They're saying this shit's institutional and needs to be dismissed.
This demands disqualification.
Before I get into this, so I'm gonna read more of them. She said, if you didn't watch the first meta trial, do your homework, then do your research. Preschool to prison pipeline system rig. So what I'm gonna do for you guys is I'm gonna do a series of recaps of the first trial. We're not gonna. I might go through some of the video, the footage, because I streamed it live every day, so it is in my lives. But what I'm gonna do is, because we're getting ready to come up on the second trial, and I understand that some people may be lost. What I'm gonna do is, going forward, we're gonna go over some of the original evidence in the first trial, probably every night. We're gonna do maybe an hour or so of Melly, because just like Boredom said, shout out to Boredom, some people may kind of not be able to remember what went down in the first trial, and we also gonna go over some of the second trial, some of the motions, some of the paperwork that's done been filed in this second trial that's coming up, so that we can kind of get a refresher as to what's going on ahead of this second trial that's scheduled to start in March. So make sure you stay tuned in to us. Make sure you stay tuned into our lives. What's going to happen is I'm going to put Melly in the title of all these lives going forward. If you see Melly in the title of the live, then you know that we're going to go over some of the evidence in the Melly case. And that's just so that we can refresh ourselves with some of the things that happened in the first trial. And then we also going to piggyback and jump into the motions and what's being allowed into the second trial, and the evidence that they're going to be able to bring in. So we're going to tie all that in. You know what I'm saying? Because I do think that we do need a refresher. I do think that we need a refresher as to who said what, and what the evidence was, man. So I appreciate, shout out to Border for that. Hey, Tanil say, you know, I'm all for that, for real. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, some of the shit, it was so much stuff in that first trial, y'all. I'm damn near a little bit, my mind done kind of forgot a little bit. Hey, please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Pause for 5 seconds and hit that like button. I appreciate you guys. I really do. And shout out to the new subscribers. I can't say that enough, man. I'm telling you, we got like maybe like 50, 60 new subscribers, y'all. You know what I mean? So shout out to the new subscribers. And also go follow me on Instagram, MeritaBoy1, MeritaBoy1. If y'all ain't follow me on Instagram, let me tell you something. But my Instagram been doing a little something, boys, man, percolating a little bit. I'm telling you, while I've been sitting here, I've done got so many damn likes. I think I got over like, today on Instagram, I think I got about between 3,500 to 4,000 views on Instagram. Know what I'm saying? So please go subscribe to my Instagram, like some of my reels, leave a comment, yeah, and share some of my shit, man. I appreciate y'all. And shout out to King AK47, man. That nigga platform was like the stimulus package, boy. I'm telling you. Look, hey, last night he kept having technical difficulties, right? So he'll be like, hey, Merita, you gonna be up here for yourself, man. Plug your shit. Boy, every time he went off screen, he left me on the screen with them 200,000 subscribers by myself. Bitch, I was promoting. Every chance you get, like music say, every morning you wake up, you need to promote your brand. You need to promote your brand. Every morning you wake up, you need to promote your brand. Shout out to Music 101. Listen, my boy is a marketing genius, man. Y'all need to go subscribe to Music 101 and sign up. If you thinking about starting a YouTube channel and getting monetized, listen, my boy charged $100. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm one of his students. You know what I'm saying? And what he say work, man. He got almost 90,000 subscribers. He on his way to 100,000. And he helps people get monetized on YouTube. He only charges $100. You know what I'm saying? And listening to Music 101 has been definitely beneficial to my platform. I'm gonna be honest with you. He been helping me from the start. It really not when I really think about it. He been helping me from the start. He the one who showed me how to use StreamYard, put me up on StreamYard. He been helping me all along, out the kindness of his heart. You know what I'm saying? Even before I started being on his platform and anything. So shout out to Music 101. Go subscribe to his channel. Get in his class, bro. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you. A lot of the things you see me implement on my channel be from his advice. And why not listen to somebody who already doing what I want to do? You see what I'm saying? And just lending a hand. So, hey, shout out to Music 101. But that nigga in love with Lunel. Y'all know that comedian Lunel? That's my boy, Celebrity Crush. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Shout out to the new subscribers. I told y'all was going to like it here.
Gone on this case with the state attorney's office. The answer is application.
The judge is not going to dismiss this case.
Yeah, for $100.
Right now. That's pretty much it. The judge didn't really rule anything because there's some scheduling issues besides quashing the subpoenas for the other people in the state attorney's office. But Melly's team is fired up. They're still trying to dismiss this case. Really doubt it's going to happen though. But the judge stood tall on his motions to suppress and didn't change his order at all. So
I knew he wasn't going to change that shit.
Hit subscribe.
I knew he wasn't going to change it. Shout out to the Cup Boys. I knew the judge wasn't gonna change that shit. Yeah, but $100, y'all. I'm telling you, go rock with music, bro. I'm telling you. we're gonna definitely make us a Melly segment every night going forward. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that, y'all. I'm thinking about quitting my second job, so I can have more time to focus on my YouTube. You know, I work 2 jobs, so it definitely hurt my channel because I didn't have the time to spend growing my platform as I used to be. When I had one job, y'all remember I used to go live 10 hours, all type of shit. Sometimes I go live for 5-6 hours to Neil. Chick, y'all was on them lives with us. Some of you guys was on them lives with us. Man, we used to go live for a long time. We used to be gone, boy. I'm talking about, and that's when I had one job. But when I got 2 jobs, it significantly cut down on the time that I was able to focus on my platform and my views and subscribers. Well, my subscribers always been going up, but it kind of stagnated everything. The channel kind of was stagnant for a while, and it definitely hurt my views. So I'm thinking about quitting my second job. Well, my first job. It was the first job I had. Cause my second job paid me more, and I have more time to focus on doing what I love to do, and that's do my content creating. You know what I mean? Grow my platform and being on here with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Cause I really do enjoy doing it, and I'm definitely not trying to work physically for the rest of my life for anybody. You know, this is definitely my retirement plan, to be real with you. This is my retirement plan because I can sit in the chair with some lights and shit and talk to them old and gray. And as long as I build a solid foundation and a subscriber base, it should be able to pay me and sustain me, especially if I invest the money that I make off YouTube. So yeah, that's one of my plans. That is my plan. You know what I'm saying? To where if I get, you know, some of these guys make nice money on YouTube, y'all. I don't make that type of money. I just got back monetized maybe a week ago. But a lot of these guys, they make good money, bro. When I mean good money, a lot of these guys making $100,000 a year easy off YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And if I can just get to that, you know what I'm saying? I definitely, I ain't working on nobody's job. If I can make $100,000 a year doing this, I'm not working on nobody's job. You know what I'm saying? And I encourage you guys, if you guys have something that you want to bring to the YouTube sphere platform, you ain't gotta talk about hip-hop. You could be self-help videos, you could be cooking videos. I watch all of that. I'm subscribed to cooking videos, fishing videos, self-help, all of that. You know what I mean? So I'm encouraging you guys to join the platform, and if you want to get monetized, go over there and give Music 101 them $100, and he will get you monetized. It's people on YouTube that he helped every day, and they are getting monetized. You see what I'm saying? For real, for real. And I can attest to, he definitely know what he be talking about when he give you advice as to what you need to do and grow your channel. And yeah, so I'm just telling you. If you watched me last night on King AK-47 platform, you know that me and King AK-47 was talking about the biggest story on YouTube right now, on social media right now, and that's the death of Big Juke, which is Yo Gotti's big brother. He was murdered outside of a repast of the funeral that they went to. Yo Gotti was at the funeral, Angela Simmons was at the funeral, but they left, caught a plane, and Big Juke stayed in Memphis and went to a repast. If you don't know what a repast is, it's like the after party of the funeral where all the family get together, and it's sort of like they eat and they kind of like sit around for a little bit. It's like a party after the funeral. They hang out, they eat, they get a chance to fellowship and talk and kind of mourn a little bit together, take pictures and things of that nature, and then everybody go on their separate ways. And Big Juke was murdered at the repast. And they also say that his bodyguard was shot. I'm not sure if that gentleman's dead or if that gentleman's alive, but I heard he was in critical condition. But they also said that Yo Gotti's mother was actually in the vehicle when Big Juke got shot. They say Big Juke got shot. It's conflicting statements. The police said that Big Juke got shot inside the car. They said that the guys opened the door and shot him and his body fell out. But it's also people that's reporting, sources that are reporting that Big Juke was on his way to the car or standing outside the repast, and when he saw the shooters, he tried to get to the vehicle, and they shot him in the doorway of the vehicle. On any accord, he got shot outside. He was shot multiple times. He was pronounced dead at the hospital. The other gentleman that was shot, I'm pretty sure they said it was his bodyguard. He was shot as well. The mother was in the truck from the sources, from the reports, and they say that it's conflicting statements, but she was there on the scene, put it that way. So she witnessed her son die. Today they released some more, and when I mean they, I mean the authorities released some more information pertaining to this case. I wonder why my damn screen like that. Let me see something real quick here. Okay, so this is what we finna do right here. After Big Juke died, as you all know, the people on your GOTTI side have been celebrating. PRE. They have been celebrating because because Big Juke, you know, is alleged to be the one who put the money up for the hit on Young Dolph. And after Young Dolph was murdered at Makita's Cookies, Big Juke definitely hit the internet and trolled very hard. He trolled very, 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 very hard. And now that he has been gunned down, the same guys that he was trolling, they're trolling. You know, they doing that old Chicago stuff, smoking on Juke blunts. We got the Juke pack over here, this and that there. So what I want to do is I want to play you the news as to what they said about the incident and the new evidence that they have in the murder of Yo Gotti's brother, Big Juke.
Sources close to the family of rapper Yo Gotti confirmed the man killed outside a Hickory Hill event center is Gotti's brother. Memphis police identified him as 47-year-old Anthony Mims, also known as Big Juke. Mims was shot in the parking lot of Pernang's Restaurant and Event Center. Another man who was shot is still alive but in the hospital. Tonight, police are looking for a white Ford Explorer SUV in connection with the shooting. It has dark tinted windows and black wheels. A witness told police they saw suspects in the SUV speeding away, and surveillance video also shows this. If you recognize this vehicle or have any information, call Crime Stoppers at 901-528-CAT.
So the vehicle they showing is a Ford, it's like a Ford Explorer SUV. You ever seen the police vehicles, the SUVs, the kind of short ones, the new ones? It's all white, blacked out tint. And I think this is the actual vehicle. And if this is the actual vehicle, this vehicle doesn't have any plates on it, which means that this vehicle was, because this is a still video footage that I'm watching. If you want to see it, go to Channel 3 News, Memphis Channel 3 News on YouTube, and you can watch this same video that I'm watching. But it's a still video shot, and it looks like this is from surveillance video in that area. And what I noticed was that this vehicle doesn't have plates, which means that if this is the actual vehicle and not just them showing a picture of what the vehicle make and model is, which I think this is the actual vehicle footage, this vehicle, this was meant for that. Like, they took them plates off of there because they went there to do that. Like, I mean, I know we know they went there to do that, but it just shows you the level of planning that went into this murder. They're in this vehicle, and I want to say this too. What I'm hearing about this vehicle from sources is that people are now using these type of vehicles to do drills in because they resemble police vehicles. You know what I mean? It's all black, it's all white, but it's heavy dark tint, and they resemble police vehicles, which probably would disarm somebody who you're running up on, because okay, so say you run up on somebody that you're trying to kill in a vehicle that looks like a police vehicle. They're gonna hesitate for a second because they think that this is the police. Excuse me, by the time you get up on them, pull up on them real fast, jump out on them, especially if you got like a Pooh Shiesty mask on and all black, you're gonna be able to kill them, because even if they got a gun or anything of that nature, they're gonna be hesitant to whether to pull it, because they're gonna think that this is the police that's jumping down on them, and before they know it, they dead. Especially if it's gonna take a couple seconds for them to realize whether this is the police or whether this is a murder. You know what I'm saying? And from what we're hearing from sources, is this is the preferred method going on now in the streets. For people what people use in order to kill people who they want to kill. Hit that like button. They're using vehicles that look like police vehicles, and they're running down on their ops, and they're killing them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys ever been jumped out on by the undercover police officers, but it's a moment in time where you kind of freeze. You know what I'm saying? You kind of freeze. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a criminal and you're using this method in order to run down on your ops, it will be very successful, because it causes your ops to freeze, because they don't know whether you're the police or not. But by the time they realize that you ain't the police or not, you already got your gun up shooting them. They gonna do like this. When you pull them up on them, they say they stand on the block, you pull up on them in this kind of car right here, and you got on all black, you got the Pooh Shiesty mask on, you know what I'm saying? And you jump out on them, you pull up real fast, you might even jump out, police, get out. They gonna do like this. When you run that car, pop, 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 they dead. They might have guns on them and everything. So, and we've heard this from sources that this is what's going on. And now that we see this vehicle, yeah, I say that's what's going on. And I'm looking at this vehicle, and this vehicle doesn't have any plates on it, which means they took the plates off, and that's so they won't be able to track this vehicle back to a specific person. You see what I'm saying? It's probably thousands of them vehicles in Memphis. You feel what I'm saying? So how are you gonna tell who vehicle this is? How? You know what I mean? You don't have no plates. It's white and with black tint, but it's probably thousands of them. So you're going to go through every one of them in the DMV? You're going to go to everybody's house who got one of them. You see what I'm saying? How you going to know which one to look for? So whoever put this thing together, they was thinking. You know what I mean? They was thinking. And they said that area had a lot of surveillance cameras in that area. So we see that they got a still photo of the alleged getaway vehicle. But yeah, we'll see whether they get them some suspects or whatever. We can't do nothing but just sit around and see how this thing unfolds. But yeah, Yo Gotti's brother, Big Juke, was murdered, attending a funeral. You know what I mean? It's just another sad casualty of this war in Memphis. You know what I mean? When will these men ever learn? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got money, you got fame. You know what I mean? You could be doing anything with yourself, but you'd rather beef and kill each other in the same impoverished areas that you grew up in, the same areas that you wanted to get out of. You'll go back to them areas and do the same thing you could have did when you was broke. Lord, bless me with some money. Bless me with some money. I'm going to show them what to do with it. Because ain't no way in hell I'm going to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know, like, Big Juke was never supposed to be able to be killed in Memphis. Never. He was supposed to be somewhere on an island somewhere. You got to catch a couple flights to come get me. Most of your ops ain't got the money that you got. And on top of that, when you get where you get, you got to get a gun in order to kill me. Unless you're gonna kill me or unless you're gonna stab me with a knife, or something like that, and you got to get up on me to do that, and I got security. See what I'm saying? These dudes make it easy for them. You're going to go right back to the neighborhood where you beefing, where y'all, the city where y'all beefing at, and put your fat ass up on a platter for your ops. You ain't make your ops come to Hawaii to get you. You ain't make your ops go to Thailand to get you. You ain't make your ops come to Japan to get you. Listen, my sources, I have sources that's close to the situation. My source say Big Juke been laying low in Miami. Nigga, laying low you ain't laying low in Miami. Everybody in Miami. Laying low in Miami is like laying low in Atlanta. Bro, when you when you go to Atlanta, I promise you, stay there 2 weeks. I promise you, if you stay in Atlanta 2 weeks, you're going to run into somebody from where you from in Atlanta. I don't give a damn what part of the United States you from. If you from the inner city, the urban communities, in any city in Orlando, and you go to Atlanta and you stay there 2 weeks, you gonna see somebody that you knew from your city. I promise you. This nigga went laying low in Miami. That ain't laying low. That is not laying low. Man, look, bro. Let me tell you where I would have been. Man, I would have been all the way in goddamn Venezuela some goddamn well. You feel me? Bro, I would have been, bro, listen, I would have been in Thailand. Man, Thailand got some beautiful beaches, some beautiful water. You know what I'm talking about? Bitch, I'd have been in that bitch. I'm talking about I'd have been in that bitch so inconspicuous. I don't got no jewelry, no nothing. You know what I'm talking about? I'm in that bitch just like a real L7 tourist though. Just enjoying myself because I got that bag just laid back with the mama sons around me. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what the mama sons is? I got all the mama sons around me, nigga. I done spent $25, nigga, and I got 17 women up in this bitch with me. Cause the American dollar is like 4 times their money, nigga. I got 17 mama sons up in this bitch with me, nigga. Know what I'm talking about? For real, like, bro, why God can't bless me with that money, boy? For real. Like for real. Juke, you made it easy for them dudes to get you, bro. You got complacent, bro. Know what I'm saying? You got complacent. Know what I'm saying? You know it's up, bro. You got rocked to sleep. You done been around so many times and ain't nothing happened to you. Oh, I'm untouchable. Bullshit. Anybody can be got. Bitch, they killed JFK. Bitch, they shot Ronald Reagan. Man, you got like fucked up. Boy, anybody can be got. That's why I would make it hard for somebody to get me. Nigga, my ops gonna have to catch a plane to get me. You about to come to Dubai to get me. You can't even have no guns over there. Bitch, you better kill me with some nunchucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it hard for them. Make it hard for them. Man, I would have stayed out of Memphis so long, my ops would have been old or dead by the time I would have came back. Why come back? Any money that I'm making in Memphis, y'all can wire that shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can wire it to me or get somebody to bring it to me or whatever, or bring it to somebody and they can hold it for me or whatever. We gonna watch that. Matter of fact, we gonna watch that money if it's illegal money. We gonna watch that bitch before I get it. You feel me? That money done went through several businesses before it even got to any accounts that I can get control of. But what I'm saying is I'm gonna be inaccessible. If I know I got real deal beef going on, people want to kill me. They say Big Juke was at a car show just weeks before and was shot at, allegedly, round at the car show. And then you gonna bring your ass right back to Memphis for a funeral for a dead nigga? That nigga dead. That nigga can't see you getting, that nigga can't see you paying your respects. That nigga flying around singing all day with some baby wings on with a heart. But you still here. Bro, I know it's all easy to say because it's hindsight 2020 and he dead now. So it's easy for me to say, but no, big dog. No. You could see that he was making wrong moves, and he had one security guard. Now I heard that Gotti and them normally run around with about 8 to 10 security guards, and I heard it was a large police presence, and it was multiple. It was more security guards actually at the funeral, but they left. They left with Gotti. Big Juke was left with one security guard. Nigga, one security. Nigga, you big as a guy. 2 refrigerators. One security guard can't keep no motherfucking bullets from hitting your big ass. Know what I'm talking about? You can't even run, duck, or nothing. Your big ass was supposed to have 8 to 10 security guards. Nigga, did you see what Gang Spitter had on his last live? Nigga, Gang Spitter had on a goddamn neck bulletproof vest, shin pad, elbow pad, bulletproof elbow pads, goddamn bulletproof knee pads, bulletproof ankle pads, a bulletproof Skeletor mask, a bulletproof groin goddamn cup. Nigga, that's what he say Big Juke should have had on. For real. Looking like Blind Side. Know what I'm saying? For real, for real. For real. Like, it's just, listen, I ain't got a dog in this fight. You know, I'm definitely long live Flipper though. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely, if I had to pick a side, I'm definitely like King AK-47, you know, change his name to Paper Route AK-47, goddamn it. I mean, if I had to pick a side, it'd be Paper Route Marita boy. But I ain't got a dog in this fight. I'm just delivering the news, you know what I'm saying, and blogging on it. But it's a sad thing either way, because when you get to the bottom of it, it's just black men killing each other for nothing. You know what I mean? It's self-hate at its finest. You know what I'm saying? And you know how I go. Once blood be shed on both sides, then it's up forever. And that's what this finna be. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This ain't over, y'all. We're gonna see more deaths going forward surrounding this same situation. And I just pray that these guys that's on both sides protect themselves. You know, you got Grove Hero trolling. And again, I'm not saying these dudes ain't wrong for being happy that the person that they feel took away their loved one has received the same fate. I'm not saying that. I'm not going to take that from them. That's not for me to even take from them. But what I'm saying is, Grove Hero, you very vocal. And as we all know, those people become the biggest targets when it's done been a casualty on the other side. I done seen this shit a bunch of times when we was documenting the Chicago drill scene, the drill culture. Any of these wars in these inner cities between these gangs or different factions, we see that the most popular people, the most vocal people become the next target for that from the opposition. So you got Grove Hero, you know, I see Snoop bands, he's celebrating, which again, I'm not knocking them for doing it. I'm not knocking them at all. I'm just telling these people that they need to protect themselves. You got on the other side, if you want me to be fair, you got Lil Migo, you got Black Youngster, you got Moneybag Yo. Listen, Angela Simmons, I keep bringing her ass up. You ain't motherfucking exempt from this shit neither now. You know what I'm saying? You ain't exempt if them motherfucking people, because let's be real, Juke, they got Juke, but the target, the number one target on the list is Gotti. And they definitely would have got your ass too, Angela Simmons. They want anything around, they want Gotti or anything around him that's gonna hurt him seriously. You know what I'm saying? So all of y'all are targets. All of y'all are targets. You know what I'm saying? Black Youngster, Lil Migo, all y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Grove Hero, Snoop Bands, J Money, all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying these names because I would not be surprised going forward if something don't happen. You know what I'm saying? I pray nothing don't happen, but these are the most polarizing figures on both sides of this war. And I think it's done got to the point to where it's too much bloodshed done happened for this thing to ever stop. So we'll be here. We'll be here reporting again in the future. You mark my words. You mark my words. Long live Flipper, man. Long live Flipper. Long live Flipper. As we can see, Young Dolph definitely is the king of Memphis. Definitely. And I want to say this too. Me and AK talked about this last night. The streets have spoken. I'm not saying there ain't people that love Big Juke. It is. It's finna be up. It was already up in Memphis, but it's finna go up to another level. But the streets have spoken. If you really pay attention to the streets of Memphis, that's Dolphinland, man. That's Dolphinland. And as long as CMG or anybody attached to CMG is in those streets of Memphis or in Memphis, you're a target. Glorilla, all of y'all. On the other side, Key Glock, all y'all. I'm just saying, y'all targets. Y'all are targets. Your life is in danger. This is never gonna stop. Dolph died 2 years ago. These people still spinning, risking their freedom, risking their lives to kill the people who they feel like responsible. They that serious. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be here. We'll be here blogging. Shout out to Chicks 1000. Shout out to Boredom and Click. Shout out to TN Born. Shout out to It's Aaron's Way. He talking about, damn, that I missed the update. Yep, you missed the update, but you can replay game for your boy. Please hit that like button, guys. Please hit that like button. Do me a favor before I get off this live. Hit that like button. And shout out to the new subscribers, man. Shout out to the new subscribers. I told y'all was gonna like it here. This is another thing I want y'all to do. I want y'all to make sure that y'all go subscribe to Music 101's channel or Mickey Truth, the Queen of Paperwork channel, and subscribe to this channel because there's some people that watch this video that aren't subscribed. I'll be watching the analytics. Please subscribe to this channel. We have a show every Friday, me, Music 101, and Mickey Truth, the Queen of Paperwork. It's called Triple Threat Friday. Triple Threat Friday is where we discuss the latest hip-hop topics for that week. You know what I'm saying? And we be on there for 4 or 5 hours discussing all the hottest topics in hip hop. Now in Triple Threat Friday, I have my own segment in Triple Threat Friday called Juicy Rumors with Marita Boy. And in those juicy rumors, those are rumors that have been circulating the internet or the entertainment industry or the hip hop world, and they aren't substantiated. It's not fact. It's just a real juicy, like who's sleeping with who or who did what. You know what I'm saying? And it's those type of rumors. You know, it's the tea. And I do 3 juicy rumors every Friday. You know what I'm saying? And what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to follow me on Instagram, MaritaBoy1, MERITABOY, the number 1. And I want you guys to DM me a juicy rumor that you have found in the internet, in the entertainment industry, in the hip hop industry. And if I choose to use your juicy rumor on Juicy Rumors with Marita Boy, I will give you a shout out. You know what I mean? This is a way for you guys to be more interactive, have more of a presence, you know what I mean, and be more involved into the platform. You know what I'm saying? Between Music 101's platform, Mickey True platform, and my platform, it's over 100,000 subscribers because we combine all 3 platforms every Friday. So you will be able to watch Triple Threat Friday from my channel if you want. You can watch it from Mickey Truth channel if you want. You can watch it from Music 101 channel if you want. It does not matter. But when I say your name will be in front of over 100,000 subscribers with the 3 platforms combined. So please DM me, follow me on Instagram. You have to follow me first. I ain't listening to you if you don't follow me. Follow me on Instagram, DM me your juicy rumor. I'm going to go over your juicy rumors, and then I'm going to DM you back and let you know if I'm going to use your juicy rumor or not. That way you can tune in to Triple Threat Friday, that Friday, to hear your name called. That's what I'm going to do for you. And I had some juicy rumors. Last week I did Kelly Price calling all her co-hosts on Sunday's Best fornicators. She said that everybody on her platform, everyone her co-hosts was sleeping with somebody else's spouse, was fornicating in some aspects, was doing pedophilia, which means they was messing with underage people, women, young girls and boys, and they were doing homosexuality. You see what I'm saying? And Sunday's Best was a church show. You see what I'm saying? And the names were like Mary, Tina and Erica Campbell, Kurt Franklin, Yolanda Adams, you know what I'm saying? BB and CC Winans. These are the people that was her co-hosts. So we don't know which one was doing what, but she said every one of them was doing something fornicating but her. And that was one of my juicy rumors for last week. So now you have an idea of the type of juicy rumors that we use. Is it fact what Kelly Price said? No, this is just her claims. But was it juicy enough for it to be on Juicy Rumors? You motherfucking right it was. And I want you guys to help me come up with Juicy Rumors for this Friday's Triple Threat Friday. And Triple Threat Friday, we go live at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time every Friday. And again, you can watch it here on this platform. You can watch it on Music 101's platform, or you can watch it on Mickey True platform, the Queen of Paperwork. Shout out to Oh Badass 14. Appreciate you for stopping through. I'm reading the names in the chat so I can give you guys shouts out, man. For real. I hope some of the new subscribers left something in the chat so I could give them a shout out to show them this love over here on this channel, man. For real, for real. Also, I will be clipping up the clips from me and AK Live last night, so that you guys can see them here on this platform. And they're gonna be short, you know, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But it's entertaining. One thing about me, y'all know I keep it live. One thing about me, I'm gonna say some explicit shit. I'm gonna say some candid shit. I'm gonna say some wild shit. I'm gonna say some shit that gonna get us some shock value. You know what I mean? So that's just what I do. Shout out Slick Puller. Shout out to Trigger Man. I see my boy Trigger Man. Hey, look, man, go subscribe to my boy Trigger Man. Tell him goddamn me channel, man. Go subscribe to Trigger Man channel, man. Trigger Man, tell him TV. Tell him Marita Boy sent you. Go over there and subscribe to the channel. Do me a favor. He who seeks better. Appreciate you, gang. Shout out my boy Music 101. Shout out Raw Nature, my boy from Estonia. I've been rocking with for a long time. For real. Shout out to Anonymous One. That's my guy. Anonymous, how your channel coming along, man? Have you been building it up? You know, we remember that you went through a little issues with your channel. I'm gonna go over there and check you out and see how you doing with your subscribers and stuff. Listen, go subscribe to Anonymous One's channel, man. You know, that's my guy. That's my boy. Anonymous One made my logo and he made my banner for me. So go subscribe to Anonymous One channel. Do that for me, man. Do that for me. Shout out Lil Kel's Truth Movement, too. Lil Kel, your ass ain't been over here in a while, Lil Kel. Tanel, tell Lil Kel I'm looking for him. You know, I know that's your guy. Tell Lil Kel, say Marita Boy looking for you now. This what you tell him. Say Marita Boy say, don't make him come over here and get you. You know what I'm saying? So tell him to bring his ass over here. If I got to go, like your mama or your daddy say, if I got to go over there on his platform and his chat to get him, we got problems. You make sure you tell him not to there. For real. Shout out to Kel's Truth Movement. Y'all go subscribe to this channel, man. Shout out to Buku Bags. I ain't seen why, but I appreciate you. Shout out to who else? I think I done gave everybody shots out. Y'all done gave everybody shots out, man. Like, share this video, man. I appreciate you guys. This live was lit, man. I'm gonna be cranking out this content for you guys more on the regular. I'm gonna drop some more videos tonight too, so don't go nowhere. Stay tuned. And we definitely gonna go live again tomorrow night. We're gonna do a Melly segment every night so we can refresh ourselves on the inner workings of the Melly case, the evidence, and also gonna go over the new evidence in this new case as well. And that's just to get us warmed up to this new trial. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that this is a Melly platform. I know that I built this platform on Melly content. And also, go if you know what I mean? If you're bored, go look through my videos. It's some real good content there if you really want to see some Melly content. It's some really good content there. Go through the lives. I got interviews on there. You know what I'm saying? Just go dig around. Just go dig around. Hit the like button, man. Hit the like button on some of them videos. And also join the channel, man. Become a member, man. I just got back monetized about a week ago. So we're trying to build this thing back up so I can get paid. I probably ain't gonna get paid no money for about a good month or two, y'all. Just to be honest with you, you know what I mean? Because you got to make a certain amount of money for YouTube to pay you. So I would appreciate you guys. Join the channel. Become a member. And support, hit that like button. My biggest thing is for you to hit that like button, y'all. That's my biggest thing. You know what I mean? You can send cash apps, you can send super chats, you can join the channel to be a member. But honestly, I would if you can't do any of that, I would really prefer you just hit the like button. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's free. It don't cost you a dime, and I would appreciate it. You know what I mean? I would appreciate it. Like, share, comment to this video.